You've already set up your product categories, tags, and attributes. Now it's finally time to create a product. Let's cover all the possibilities here at your fingertips. First, we split this video up into chapters for each product type in WooCommerce. So open the chapters list to find the product you want to learn more about. To begin, hover over Products, then select Add Product. You'll see a layout you're familiar with if you've used WordPress before. At the top is the product name field, then a content field. Then you'll see new meta boxes for product data and a product short description. The sidebar is changed as well. The new meta boxes beneath Publish are product categories, product tags, product image, which is normally the featured image, and product gallery. So let's first jump in and create a simple product together to show you how it all works. As you can guess, at the top, in the product name field, you can title your product. Let's call ours Flying Ninja for this example. In the content field, you can describe your product. What you write here will show up in the description section in a typical product page layout and can be as long as you want. For example, this is how it looks using our theme storefront. To add text beneath the product name, use the short description meta box further down. We'd recommend, as the name says, to keep it short here. Next, the product data meta box is where all the important settings are. As you can see, we first can set the type of product we want to create. We're talking about a simple product first, but there are more included in WooCommerce. From the top, all types are a simple product, grouped product, external or affiliate product, and variable product. Next to the product type dropdown, you'll also see two checkboxes. These let you create a virtual product and make the product downloadable as well. We'll cover those shortly, so hang tight. The rest of the settings are divided into different sections running down the left side here. From the top, for a simple product, those are General, Inventory, Shipping, Linked Products, Attributes, and Advanced. By default, we start in the General section. Here we have regular price and sale price fields. The regular price field is what your customers pay for your product. Keep in mind your tax settings for these fields as well. Hopefully you've already chose to enter product prices either inclusive or exclusive of taxes. If you want to put your product on sale, you can enter a sale price in the next field and also schedule the sale date range. If you select Schedule, two new fields appear to set the from date and the to date for the sale. Select Cancel to remove those date fields. The last two options in the General section let you set the product tax status, then choose a tax class if it is taxable. In tax status, you can choose taxable, shipping only, or none. Then the tax class dropdown will have any tax classes you've created in the tax settings we covered in another video. The next section going down the left is Inventory. Here you can set a SKU if you use those in your store. SKU stands for Stock Keeping Unit and is a way to help identify your products. From there, you can enable stock management at the product level. If enabled, then you can enter how many you have in stock and choose how you'll handle back orders. You can simply not allow them or allow them in two different flavors. One will let the customer know their product is back ordered, and the normal allow will simply let back orders happen and your customers will never know. And just to be clear, either option lets stock go below zero. Next up, you can set the stock status. Is this product in stock or out of stock? What you choose here normally is shown while your customers browse your products. Lastly, there's a checkbox to set if the product is sold individually, which will only let a customer buy one of this specific product per order. The next section is where virtual products can come into play. If your product is not shipped at all, for example if you sell a service, you can check the virtual checkbox, and the shipping section on the left side will be removed. This also removes any shipping calculations, shipping address fields, etc. if your customers go to buy a virtual product only. But it's important we go over the shipping settings, as a lot of store owners sell physical products. To start, be sure you set the weight and dimensions of the product you are creating correctly here. If these aren't set and your shipping method calculates rates based on the product's dimensions, your customers will get errors or vastly wrong rates at checkout. Lastly, you can set a shipping class for the product if you use classes to help set your shipping costs. We covered shipping classes in an earlier video, so feel free to read the documentation or watch the video via the link here. The next section, titled Linked Products, lets you set upsells and cross-sales. But what are upsells and cross-sales? Well, we'd suggest using upsells to promote products that might be more profitable or of a higher quality. For example, there might be more expensive posters to promote compared to the one we're creating. You can entice customers to purchase that instead by making it an upsell on your lower end products. The upsells are then shown on the product page beneath the original product's details. For cross-sells, we recommend using those to sell related products to your customers. With the poster example, maybe you have a poster care kit that would make sense to show. The products set in cross sales are normally shown in the cart page to entice customers to buy more while checking out. This all depends on your theme though. For a simple product, the next section titled Attributes isn't necessarily important, but it's still worth explaining. While these are most important for variable products, they can be used on a simple product. For example, maybe you like to keep your products organized by color or language. You may sell a Japanese board game to an English audience or gems of a specific color. You can make a language attribute for your board games and a color attribute for your gems. These are shown in the product data section, but they are most useful if you use the WooCommerce layered nav widget. This would let your customers filter your store by attributes, so someone who is into green gems can shop for green ones only using your attributes. We cover attributes and using them on a variable product shortly, so stay tuned. Finally, under the Advanced section, you can start by adding a purchase note. This will be sent to the customer after purchase. Then you can set a menu order if you use those, and the final option lets you enable or disable reviews for this product. With all of the product data options set, there are only a few more things to cover. As we talked about in a previous video, you can select or create a product category in the sidebar. You can also add or select product tags. Now we need to upload the main image to your product using the product image field. This works just like the featured image does when creating a post or page. This will be the main image that is seen across your store. It's on the shop page, the product's main image when viewing the product, cross sales or upsells, the thumbnail you see in the cart, etc. The final meta box in the sidebar is the product gallery. You can upload other images to your product or choose from existing ones in your media library. For our example poster product, it'd be great to upload photos of alternate angles, the poster on a wall, close-up details of the poster, etc. These will show up smaller beneath the product image. Now if you were just creating a simple product, you can select Publish and start making sales. And we'll then move to the next product type, a grouped product.
Next up, let's go over how to put products together to create a grouped product. Take an example like selling an album. With that album, you may want to offer a physical copy, but also sell a digital copy on the same product page. A grouped product can work really well for this. To get started, you'll want to think of this as a container for simple products. You'll first want to create the products you want to group together before creating the grouped product. We've already created 2 simple products for ours, one for the physical album and one for the digital album. Now, let's add the grouped product. Head to Products, then select Add Product. Like with a simple product, fill out the usual details, give it a title, write a description and short description. Put this in our music and album categories, and set a product image. We don't need much more than that. Now, head to the Product Data Meta box. Start by setting this to a grouped product in the Product Type dropdown. You'll see that the sections on the left side change, leaving only the sections we need for a grouped product. You'll have Inventory, Linked Products, Attributes, and Advanced. We've already covered how these sections work in our Simple Product chapter. The one to pay attention to, though, is the Linked Products section. In there is where we can choose our products for the group. In the Grouped Products field, type the name of the product you want to be in this grouped product. We've got one last tip on grouped products. Say you only wanted to show your simple products within your grouped product and nowhere else, meaning we need to hide the products in this grouped product from your catalog or search. To do so, head into the products to hide and select Edit in the Publish meta box next to Catalog Visibility. You can then choose Hidden to make sure this product only appears when a customer views the grouped product. Once you're happy, you're ready to hit Publish from here and get your group product out into the world.
Moving on to an external affiliate product. If you happen to sell affiliate products or want to list another seller's products on your store, creating an external or affiliate product is a great way to do so with WooCommerce. Let's jump right in. Like before, head to Products and select Add Product. Be sure to set the usual options here when creating a product. Give it a name, put it in the appropriate category, tag it if needed, set a product image, etc. Once done, head into the Product Data Meta box. In the Product Type dropdown, select External Affiliate Product, and you'll see some sections are removed while a few new fields have been added for this type of product. In the General section are the 2 most important fields for external or affiliate products, those being the product URL and button text fields. This is where you can enter the URL or affiliate link of the external product and customize the button text. Normally in your store, the button would say Add to Cart, But with this, you can customize it to any text you'd like. You can then set the price, sale price, add upsells and cross-sells if you want, and so on. That's all there is to do when setting up an external or affiliate product. Your customers will be taken to the original seller's store, and you'll earn your credit from your affiliate link.
If you sell products that have different versions or variations, for example, size or color, a variable product is the way to go in WooCommerce. Let's jump right into creating a shirt that has different sizes. Head to Products and select Add Product. Just like a simple product, start by giving your product a name and put it in the appropriate category, tag it if needed, set a product image, etc. Then you can head down to the Product Data Meta box. Here is the most important step. In the Product Type dropdown, select Variable Product. A new section in the left side menu titled Variations will appear. This section is used to actually create the variations, but this first requires us to set up attributes for variations to work at all. If you remember from an earlier video, we covered setting up a global attribute for size. This lets us use the size attribute on any product without duplicating our efforts every time we create a variable product. To use our global attribute, you can select it from the Custom Product Attribute dropdown next to the Add button. Select Size and then Add. The first thing to do is to add values to the attribute. Since we already set these up earlier, we just need to click the Select All button, and that adds our existing terms, in this case size. If you prefer, you can add your own without using the global terms, or also add terms in addition to the global ones. For example, this product might also come in an extra large size. Select Add New, and type in the name of an additional value to add to it. With our terms set, we want to be sure we also select the Used for Variations checkbox. This will let us set up variations and all of their details based on our sizes or whatever the term is you use for your attributes. Select Save Attributes before we move on. We can now head into the Variations section and create some variations for our product. Now creating variations is made really easy if you wanted WooCommerce to handle it for you. You can automatically create all possible variations by selecting the Add Variation dropdown and select Create Variations from All Attributes. Otherwise, you can select Add Variation to manually create the variations you're going to sell. You can also perform some bulk actions from that dropdown, enable or disable, set sale prices, etc. No matter how you create your variations, once created, you'll notice each variation has some options you're familiar with from a simple product. You can start by uploading an image specific for each variation. For example, if you had a color variation, upload an image of the shirt in each color you sell to its appropriate variation. You can then add a SKU, enable the variation, make it downloadable, mark it as virtual, and enable stock management. From there, be sure to set the regular price and sale price if needed. With the Manage Stock box checked, you can also set the stock quantity and choose if you want to allow back orders, just like a simple product. Next, you can set the stock status and put in the variation's weight and dimensions and select a shipping class. If you selected the virtual checkbox above, you won't see any weight or dimension fields. Lastly, set the variation's tax class and if needed, write a description and you are all set.
If you need to sell digital downloads, either via a simple product or with a variation, you can easily do so with WooCommerce. Let's make a product downloadable in this video. Let's jump in. We'll cover adding a download to both a simple product and to a variation. So first let's go edit the poster product we created earlier. Select Products, then select the product name or the edit link that appears hovering over a product. Head to the Product Data Meta box. At the top, next to the virtual checkbox, is our downloadable checkbox. Select that to get started. This adds a new section of fields beneath the sale price field. You'll first see a downloadable files field where you can add the file or files your users will receive once they purchase this product. Select Add File and then name the file, and either enter its URL if hosted elsewhere or select Choose File to upload the file to your store. You can continue adding files if the product should offer more than one download. For example, maybe you sell a pack of icons and want to include a file of the exported PNG files and also include the original Photoshop artwork in another. Just note, purchasing this product would let your customers download every file added here. With your file or files set from there, you have the option to set a download limit. Maybe you only want customers to be able to download this 10 times total. You can set that here or leave blank for unlimited downloads. Beneath that, you can also set when the download access expires if you need to. Now let's quickly cover adding a download to a variable product. This is a perfect way to offer a physical and digital copy of an album. If you haven't already, first be sure you know how to set up a variable product. Read our docs and watch the video, then come back and pick up where you left off here. We'll take our existing variable product and add a download for a digital album. Select Products, then one of our downloadable Woo albums. Head to the Product Data Meta box and then select Variations. For our example, we already have a digital variation ready, and we just need to expand it by hovering over the variation and selecting this arrow. Beneath the image and SKU fields, you'll find the downloadable checkbox. Select the downloadable checkbox and you'll see new fields added at the bottom. As before, select Add File and enter a file name and URL. Select Choose File if you need to upload one. Lastly, set your download limit and expiry and you are set. That's all there is to adding a download to a simple or variable product. You now know how to create every product type available in WooCommerce, from a simple to variable product and more. As always, thanks for watching.